So I'll take one of these barrels and just get a rough. There's 18, 18 and a quarter, 18 and a half. 18 and a half is ideal. You could go 18 and a quarter. I would not do 18. But since this is a vent rib, you can see where those lines are. We're going to need to cut just in front of this stanchion, and then basically just like the factory barrel, so it'll stick out a little bit past the end of that, and then be cut back to the end of that stanchion. So that's what we'll do. We'll cut there, cut the vent rib off at that stanchion, and then ream it out and choke it.
I know, honestly, you don't have to get crazy with this. You can just cut it off. You're gonna do a bunch of cleanup anyway. The ream for the choke tube, it has a I don't know, I guess a point on it where it can chamfer it to the end of the muzzle. So I'll show you that when we get into it. And I am letting this down real slow with my fingers, trying to keep it from jumping around, because right here it's going to jump down and hit the rib. Right, come on. Right there. Now we're down in the rib. I'll probably fix that. Yeah, we're good. Go. Done.
So again, having to cut that in front of this stanchion here. So I'll cut the rib off back here so it's square, and then that leaves me about I don't know, not quite 1/100 of an inch there to straighten this up with the ream, and that is right at 19 right now, so barely more than what I would say is ideal, 18 and a half, but you have to keep it at that rib, because I'm not going to solder in another rib on this barrel. That'd be ridiculous. So yeah, we'll just do it here. Yep, all that. So what happened to the bag for the 725? But this one's 725, and she fits in there nicely. So focus, yeah. So that's what we're gonna do. And we got this here mandrel set up for a 12 gauge, and there's a couple different places to put the pin in there to hold it. So that goes right in the chamber, and that locks it so it can't turn, but it gives it a little bit of room. And that is brass, so it could shear off just in case there's something terrible happens in the process here. Alright, so I think you can see some oil on that bushing. I put some oil in the barrel, put that up to right about there where we start. So conveniently, this ream is 1/2 inch square, so we put just a deep well impact socket in the lathe. And that gives it just a tiny bit of movement here in case there's something not perfectly aligned or something binding. You're not tearing into anything. So that's good solid. Once we get the tailstock tightened up, we'll be good. So yeah, there's no movement here. That's nice and tight. Cool. So a little bit of heat and a actual sight bead vise. Haha, sweet. Got her. Yeah, I probably should have done that as a short, because I didn't video half of it, all in the lathe, and then I used the jig for the threading itself. But yeah, got all cleaned up nicely. Get her put back together here. Alright, so we'll get a pilot hole started. Cool. Alright, we set 0 for Z. So, come on. Focus. At least you don't like to focus on that, huh? That's it. We ain't got far to go, so that's alright. There it is. We'll go about another 10 thou maybe, just for chip clearance at the bottom. Nice. Alright, so we got a starter, a plug, and a bottom tap. And I realize I'm only going to get like 2 turns out of this, but I still put oil on the starter I do grind the tip off of a starter tap, though it's not even the pilot truly. It's just a weird cone tip on the end. I'd show you, but this doesn't have one. Actually, I don't even think I got a full 2 turns out of that starter. This is the plug tab. I don't think I'm going to get very much out of it either. Look at that, it'll actually focus. So what do you guys do? Thread locker in the hole or thread locker on the screw? Kind of depends on what I'm doing for me. But usually it's just in the hole, which it's already in the hole. But I'm putting a little on the threads too. And I think we can get right in here and just thread that right in. These little side bead tools are cool. That's it right there. It's like impossible to get the lighting right for these. But yeah, come out pretty clean, like that. Alright, we'll try some different light. There you can see it, I guess, but so that's the factory choke tube and the factory bead. Just put it right back on. So she's right at 19 inches, which is, yeah, a little bit longer than maybe some people would like them, but you got to put them on that stanchion. I mean, I could charge a lot more and cut it way back, put in a new stanchion, but that's kind of ridiculous. So do it that way. It works out for everybody.